So I have this old lady figure that had been damaged when I moved about a year ago, so I decided it was time to transform her into something new. I started by reattaching the torso to the legs with a wire pin for some added reinforcement. I then took an arm which I had cut in half at the elbow and tried out a few poses until I found one that worked. I gave her a head that I'd sculpted that seemed to be about the right size, and with some putty, formed her neck. Now it was time to sculpt her lab coat. I started by spreading the putty across her left, back, and then front, and once this had dried, I added the lapels. Next came the sleeves and the pockets. The next thing to do was her hair. I decided to copy her hairstyle from a 1964 ad for Clairol. I chose this look because it would cover her ears, and I don't like sculpting ears. As always, I sculpted her hair in phases, just to avoid mistakes. For the second lab assistant, I took a damaged mini-art figure, and after tearing his remaining arm off, I attached a head that I had sculpted earlier. I then placed some milliput between his legs so as to give his lab coat a bit of structural support, and then I sculpted his lab coat. After finishing up the lapels and the pockets, I got to work on his ears, but then saved myself a bit of effort on the hair by making him bald. His arms were made using very much the same methods as I did with the other figure. I made a little book for him to hold using green stuff, which I then glued to his hand. At this point, I was ready to say that I'd finished sculpting both of these figures. I'll be painting them in a future video, but before I get around to that, I'll have to sculpt 3 more for this project. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you around for the next installment.